Hello guys, welcome to your lesson. Today we are starting lesson 5, okay? On page 70. Let's repeat the new content. A head teacher, colorblind, absent-minded, strong-willed, a citizen, a phobia, to be fed up, a landlady, a landlord, a pianist, all too common, green-eyed, well-behaved, open-minded, narrow-minded, thought-provoking, middle-aged, widely recognized, a tenant, well-educated, envious, highly respected, to fulfill, to rent, rental. Very nice. Guys, a head teacher is someone who is in charge of a school, okay? In the United States, they don't call head teacher, they call principal, okay? Colorblind is an adjective that we use for people who are unable to see the difference between colors, especially green and red, okay? Absent-minded. Absent-minded is a person that often forgets things, okay? Or people who don't pay attention to what's going on around them. They are always not paying attention and forgetting things, okay? Strong-willed. Strong-willed, guys, is something similar to stubborn, okay? If you are strong-willed, you are determined to behave, or you behave in a particular way, although you know that sometimes this behavior might not be nice or not be good, okay? Although there might be good reasons for you not to do it, okay? A citizen. A citizen is a person who is a member of society, a member of a country, okay? And because of being born in that country, okay, the citizen has rights. For example, the right to vote, okay? A phobia. We use the same word in Portuguese, okay? Phobia means extreme fear. It's normally unreasonable, okay? A phobia is normally part of a type of disorder like anxiety, okay? To be fed up. Guys, to be fed up is when you are bored, annoyed, disgusted, disappointed, especially by something that you have experienced for a long time or for too long, okay? A landlady, a landlord, guys, are the same thing, okay? Landlady for women, landlord for men. A landlord or landlady is the person that owns a building, a house, okay, and he rents the place to other people, okay? So they are responsible for collecting the money every month from it could be a building, an apartment, a house, a commercial shop, okay, a commercial place, okay? A pianist, just like Portuguese, a person who plays the piano. All too common. Guys, actually we have to focus here on all too, okay? After all too, we can use almost any adjective, okay? All too means much too. So all too common means very common, okay? Green-eyed. Guys, green-eyed actually has two meanings, okay? Normally when we use green-eyed, with the word monster, green-eyed monster, we are saying that the person is very jealous or very envious about other people or the things other people have. Okay? But the expression green-eyed, okay, the adjective green-eyed can also be used to say that the person has green eyes. Okay, I could say, for example, my eyes are brown, so I could say that I am brown-eyed. Okay? Well-behaved, adjective, okay, for a person who behaves well. Open-minded. Open-minded is an adjective that we use to a person that is always receptive to new ideas, to different perspectives. They are receptive to new arguments. Okay? It's an open-minded person. Narrow-minded is the opposite. Thought-provoking. Thought-provoking is an adjective that we can give to people or things. Actually, things, especially when we're talking about texts, books, okay? Films. Thought-provoking is something that makes us think, okay? Middle-aged. Middle-aged is an adjective for people who are in their 40s until their 60s, more or less, okay? Widely recognized, well-known, adjective 2. A tenant. A tenant is the person that lives in a house or in an apartment, okay, and pays rental to the landlord or landlady, okay? He's not the owner of the place, he pays to live in the place. Well-educated. Well-educated is an adjective for a person that has achieved high levels of education, okay? He has a university degree, a master's degree, okay? Envy is the noun, envious is the adjective. Envious is when you, a person who wishes what other people have, jealous, envious, okay? Highly respected. A person highly respected is also an adjective. A person who is a recognized expert in their area. Okay? To fulfill. To fulfill can be a synonym for to achieve, to accomplish, to fulfill. Okay? To execute, to complete successfully to the end. To rent is what a landlord or landlady does. Okay? They rent their buildings, their apartments, their houses to a tenant. Okay? And the tenant pays the rental to the landlord or landlady. Very nice. Guys, let's repeat. The head teacher argued with a strong-willed student because they were fed up with their bad behavior in class. It's all too common nowadays for people to be narrow-minded instead of open-minded with their political opinions. The tenant wanted to discuss the insect problem with her apartment's landlady, especially as she had a phobia of spiders. Rachel's brother could not fulfill his dream of becoming a pilot because he's colorblind. Well-educated and well-behaved citizens are always welcome in our library. The highly respected pianist will have been playing for over an hour by the end of the concert. The middle-aged man was becoming so absent-minded that he couldn't remember if he had been to the supermarket or not. If someone is called a green-eyed monster, it is because they are envious of what other people are or what that person has. The article in the newspaper was thought-provoking and discussed the problem of women's rights. If you aren't open-minded enough, you will find it difficult to travel around Asian countries. Very nice. Guys, let's practice. Don't forget to pause the video and give the answers, read the answers to yourselves, okay? Who is a highly respected celebrity in your country and why? A highly respected celebrity in my country is Silvio Santos. He is respected for building a great media empire. What type of things are people envious of? Types of things people are envious of are the car you have, the house you live in, happiness. Did the landlord let the house to students or just working adults? The landlord only let the house to working adults as he thought students wouldn't look after his house properly. Are some of the questions in this method thought-provoking? Yes, some of the questions in this method are thought-provoking. What obligations did the woman need to fulfill as a teaching assistant? As a teaching assistant, the woman needed to fulfill obligations such as helping the students with activities and organizing the classroom. What specific problems are there in your city that you are especially fed up with? Specific problems in my city that I am especially fed up with are the lack of hospitals, maybe, doctors in general. Did the woman let the students who were renting her house have a party? No, the woman didn't let the students who were renting her house have a party. If you rent a property, what is the property owner called? If I rent a property, the property owner is called a landlord or landlady. Has online bullying become an all too common problem among the youth in society? Why do you think this happens? Yes, online bullying has become an all too common problem among the youth in society. And this is because when they are on social media, most people are able to become anonymous. So that gives courage to those people. At what age do you think someone can be classed as middle-aged? I think someone who is in their 40s can be classed as middle-aged. Who is a tenant? A tenant is a person who rents a property. Are well-behaved students difficult for teachers to teach? No, well-behaved students aren't difficult students for teachers to teach. What type of professions do colorblind people normally have difficulty doing? Professions that colorblind people normally have difficulty doing are pilots, firefighters, train drivers, and dentists. Why did Mary's mother tell her to stop being a green-eyed monster? Mary's mother told her to stop being a green-eyed monster because she was always making envious comments about what her friends had and she didn't. If you are a well-educated person, what accomplishment might you have achieved? If I was a well-educated person, an accomplishment I might have achieved is a university degree. Do you have a specific phobia? Yes, I have a specific phobia. I have phobia of heights. I can't be in high places. Did Anna buy or rent the first house that she lived in once she graduated? Anna rented the first house that she lived in once she graduated. Can you name a pianist who is widely recognized as being one of the best in history? Yes, I can name a pianist who is widely recognized as being one of the best in history. His name is Ludwig van Beethoven. What did the sign outside the house say? The sign outside the house said, "To let," as a way to advertise that the house was available for someone to rent. Why did Anna envy her best friend's job? Anna envied her best friend's job because her friend had a job where she could travel the world for free, staying in the best hotels and eating in the best restaurants. She was a travel writer. Who fulfilled his ambition to run a marathon in New York in May? Anthony fulfilled his ambition to run a marathon in New York in May. What international newspaper is highly respected worldwide? The New York Times is an international newspaper which is highly respected worldwide. If you decided to rent a property, what type of landlord or landlady would you prefer to have? If I decided to rent a property, the type of landlord or landlady I would prefer to have would be a well-behaved landlord and a very nice person and a comprehensive person. Do you find questions about the meaning of life and why we are here on earth thought-provoking? Yes, I find questions about the meaning of life and why we are here on earth thought-provoking. At what age is a person especially strong-willed? A person is especially strong-willed at the age of 4. Do people still go to DVD rental shops? No. Oh, and why? I'm sorry. No, people don't still go to DVD rental shops because films are now available to rent online and also available on streaming services. Are you currently a tenant or a property owner? I am currently a property owner. What type of weather problem is an all too common problem in my city, in your city, in our city? Health is an all too common it's a weather problem, I'm sorry. Okay, heavy rains is an all too common weather problem in my city. I don't know what I thought, I'm sorry guys. What type of student does a head teacher prefer? A head teacher prefers a student that is well-behaved and studious. Do people sometimes ask lawyers to help them analyze a rental contract to see if all the points in it had been fulfilled? Yes, people sometimes ask lawyers to help them analyze a rental contract to see if all the points in it had been fulfilled. What details did the rental contract include? The details that the rental contract included were that what furniture and equipment was inside the house and what date the rent needed to be paid on. Is it important to be open-minded rather than narrow-minded when we visit another country? In what way should we be open-minded? Yes, it is important to be open-minded rather than narrow-minded when we visit another country. We should be open-minded when we travel to another country or when we visit another country, because some cultures are very different from ours, and we have to respect their culture, considering that we are visiting their countries. Is it common for people to let their houses for the holiday period in your city? Yes, it's common for people to let their houses for the holiday period in my city. Okay guys, this was today's new content and study. Okay, see you soon. Bye-bye.